All right, guys. Sun is not quite up yet, and I am headed to Shreveport, Louisiana, to see one of my favorite lawn care owners in the world, Garrett Matthews. I've known Garrett for years now. I remember meeting him before SA3, the third Surface Autopilot conference. I met Garrett and Mike Callahan for lunch. We had known each other online before that and met in person. So going to see Garrett, real excited about that. One thing, we had to cancel before because of torrential rains that were going to make Garrett's shop inaccessible. Now I'm driving into a hurricane. So there's a hurricane in the Gulf, and it's supposed to make landfall today. Now, Shreveport's real far inland, and I grew up in Houston. So, driving into a hurricane seems like something that would happen in my life. I'm not worried about it. Shreveport's real far inland. We should be fine. We might see some rain. I'm not 100% sure about that. But welcome to Hurricane Watch 2019. Gas station coffee.
Hey, it's Cody.
Hey, Garrett, how you doing, man?
Come on in.
Hey, can you tell me what's happening?
You like coffee, so we're gonna make you some coffee.
All right, so we are out here with Garrett, and he's giving us a tour of his shop area. Garrett, just walk us through what you guys got going on.
So front foyer, this is where our CSRs sit. They're spend 90% of their time out in the field. So they can come back and they can manage to-dos, their schedule, their calendar, whatever. Just a little workstation for them. So this is just kind of a central staging area, I guess. In here is, I don't really know what you would call this. So Curtis sits here, and Curtis runs the show. He runs all the he oversees everybody, really. And then Kayla, she knows where all the bodies are buried. She's what you would consider the business manager, I guess. She runs the office and all the business end of things. And then I have a little table shoved off in the corner that I'll occasionally go stand at. So,
Can you walk us through Kayla's monitor setup here? Because that is an intense amount of monitors.
So it's just a standard computer with 4 screens. You got to get extra video cards to make it happen, but she does a lot of auditing and just different reports or whatever, and it just is way more productive to be able to have multiple screens up. She's doing payroll, and she'll check times, and she'll audit them, clock ins to Service Auto, and just all the different various things that she does, reconciling with QuickBooks. Just it's easier to have multiple screens.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and then Curtis, that's his. Everybody has at least 2 screens. Nobody has 1 screen. You can't be productive with 1 screen. I don't care what you say.
So you are our first standing desk.
Okay.
So just tell us a little bit about why you chose a standing desk, what you got going on.
Because if I sit down, I'll get lazy.
That's good.
I got a little stool. I'll sit down on it, and I did go lazy, and it's one of those ones that'll it can go down if you want it to, but generally speaking, I don't spend a lot of time in the office. I do a lot of the video. I do all of our videos.
Well, show us your marketing video rig, which looks an awful lot like everybody's favorite YouTube vlogger's rig.
I mean, that's exactly, I robbed it off of them. I mean, it's just a Canon camera is all it is. I got a wide angle lens on it, the mic, just so you can get better sound quality. It was important. So everybody makes fun of me because all of my videos, I'm wearing my sunglasses. So it's funny because a lot of service autopilot users pick on me about it, but a lot of clients or a lot of people will comment too, do you have eyes? It basically though, so with a Canon, and I recommend anyone that's going to get a camera, the Canon is the one that I went with, but any camera, you want your screen, and you want one that can spin around. And the reason I wear the glasses is because I find myself inadvertently looking at the screen, and it's so close that you can see your eyes twitching and going back and forth. So I just wear glasses so nobody can tell. Most of my videos are literally done like this right here. So, I'm able to, with a wide angle, you're able to kind of pick up all kinds of peripheral and ambient stuff back around and behind you. Forever, it was a tripod and my cell phone. Mm-hmm. That was the first year. We'll get it real quick.
And you have, I would say, one of the most aggressive video-based marketing setups I've seen, for a lawn care company. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about what inspired that and why you've kept doing it for so long.
So I guess it's been going on for 4 years now. It's when Facebook videos started becoming more and more popular, and everybody watches Gary Vaynerchuk, I'm sure, and a lot of what he was saying resonated with me, and I made the comment to a very good friend of mine, Chad, that I think I'm going to do a video. I think I'm going to make videos every day. And then he made the quintessential man challenge of, no, you're not. There's no way you're going to do that. So challenge accepted, and literally for, I have to go back and look. I don't even know now, but going on 4 years, we post an organic video every day. It was forever. It was just me holding just a simple cell phone out in front. And then I progressed to just a simple tripod on my cell phone. And then for probably 2 years, this is how I made videos. It was just like this. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't have to be, I guess I say that to say that it doesn't have to be fancy. This is where the girls sit, and they're actually the ones that are interacting and running the day-to-day. Peyton sits here. She's got the big TV monitor. She does all of the job scheduling and dispatching. So the big monitor is easier for her to handle when she uses Maps Pro for doing all the routing and scheduling and whatnot. Jessie handles, she's kind of like the air traffic controller. She gets all of the inbound messages and emails and voicemails and all that, and she either handles them or she disperses them. Cherie handles all the accounting. She does all of the invoicing and does all the bill pay, if you will. And then just more customer support over there. That seat's actually empty. We're in the process of filling it back up. So we had someone that just didn't work out. So anyway, the big TV screen over there is where we keep KPIs. We just hook it into a Chromebook. It's all on a spreadsheet. Mm-hmm. So that monitor stays hooked up to a Chromebook. We try not to overwhelm with too many things. As a company, we watch our rolling 12. And for those of you that don't know what a rolling 12 is, a true 1 year picture, a current 1 year picture. So, we're watching our numbers from today to a year ago. So it'll take into account swings and ebbs and flows. So we're watching that, and we're making sure that the growth trend is in an upward trajectory. Then we watch our leads, clients, and conversions, and then dollars spent on those. And then we're watching our client counts and attrition rate. Mm-hmm. So, and those are the main numbers we watch. Now, like with client counts, it's across our 3 core services. You know, we're just making sure that we're not, you know, we're gaining and not losing. And then what's the attrition rate for those? Attrition rate being, you know, we're bringing in X number of people, but we're losing Y, and it's leaving us with Z. Anyway, moving on along. This is just where we just keep some extra stuff, and if we have to do any meetings that require multiple people. The guys have a microwave in here, coffee pot, cups. This is where we store. So as weird as it sounds, we do a lot of cooking at events and things like that. That's part of our brand awareness. There's all of our pizza ingredients, pizza sauces, and all that good stuff. And then just some extra office supplies, first aid kit, all that good jazz. So just basic general warehouse. You know, it catches a lot of people off guard because it's not that big, but it doesn't have to be that big. I feel like we're running a decent sized operation and we don't have a ton of space. It's just a matter of trying to be efficient with that space. We got 2 bathrooms, men and women. The women really appreciate not having to share with the men. This is just where we kind of keep some spare equipment, spare weed eaters. We're really big into landscape maintenance. That's one of our core services. This is our shop mechanic. This is kind of his cage where he keeps all of his tools and spare parts and things of that nature. Every afternoon, our guys, when they come in, if they've got a problem with equipment, so Rico isn't necessarily here when they leave, but he's always the first one here. He opens up the shop. So like all these hedge trimmers are here. Generally when they're here and they're not tagged, it's just so he can sharpen them. So he'll put fresh edges on all the hedge trimmers. I see a weed eater. Who knows what's wrong with it? It probably just needs to be worked on. We provide ice for all of the guys. That's not a Coke machine. That is a machine for dispersing adult drinks. Very proud of that. The guys, we got a freezer out here. We keep it stocked for popsicles with them. They really like that. We typically buy enough chemical to go about maybe a week or 2 at a time, so we just keep it there. All the buckets are, so the manager, he pre-mixes the chemical, like he measures and dumps everything into one bucket for the guys, and the buckets are labeled for each one of the techs. I'll show you here in a minute. He mixes it up, they'll fill it up with water and he'll mix it, and that way we've kept the actual chemical usage part condensed down to just one person so that we can control it and have better knowledge about making sure it's done right. And if there was a mistake, well, then it had to have been your fault. Kind of where the guys hang out in the mornings and the afternoons. So, you know, a lot of our guys will carpool together. So one thing, I would do this even if I had all of the room possible. We stagger our crews. We have 3 different start times. So we have three different services, 3 different start times. Our mowing crews, which we've got 4 mow trucks, they start at 7 o'clock. And then our bed maintenance crews, we've got 8 of those. They start at 7:30. And then our FERT guys, we've got 4 of those, and they start at 8 o'clock. So we stagger it that way that we don't have people standing on top of one another, creating traffic jams and whatnot. They can get in and get out. But a lot of guys in the morning, if they carpool or ride together, they just kind of sit out here and hang out. After work, they'll hang out, have a beer. We cook a lot. We probably cook every 2 weeks. We've got a fan in here for them, just to make sure things stay reasonably cool, if you will, as much as you can. So this is, I know a lot of guys that do FERT, this has worked out really well for us. We've probably got $1,500 wrapped up in this system. If you're having issues with being able to fill up fast enough, that's a 2,500 gallon water tank. We've actually got it hooked into a water well, so we don't have to pay for water, just the electricity to run the well. But the well keeps this tank full all during the day, and there's a pump in there. So every morning we run 550-gallon tanks on our trucks. It takes about 4 minutes. We've timed it, about 4 minutes to fill up that tank. We collect all trash here, so that's about a week's worth of debris for us. That keeps the guys out of the mold charge or whatever. Wherever you dump your debris. Our shop foreman, our shop mechanic, Rico, I'll show you his truck in a minute. We just got a big truck and we've got a tractor with a grapple, so about every week and a half or so he'll empty that bin out and we just haul it a couple miles up the road to the dump. But now we're just paying one person to go back and forth to the dump, and he can empty that thing in about 5 or 6 loads it takes him to empty it. But he's already factored into overhead, so we're going to pay his labor regardless. So it's a savings. It keeps from having to send an entire crew every day to go dump. Just consolidates your time, makes you more efficient, keeps guys from goofing off. I mean, our total footprint is like 0.8 of an acre. So, we're able to manage and run everything on a very small plot of land. So
how many crews do you run?
It can be done. So we've got 4 mowing grass, we've got 8 doing bed maintenance, we've got 4 doing fertilization, 1 doing pest control, and then we've got 3 doing customer service rep positions, and then we've got 2 managers that are managing the mow and landscape maintenance guys. Most people feel like their stuff has to be under roof or in a shop. We've got a 2,400 square foot shop / office. So we use these portable buildings. They're the bigger ones, there's about $5,500 wrapped up into that, but it's portable. It's not a fixed structure. You pay taxes on fixed structures. We don't pay taxes on these. So we're able to have storage and cover and security for all of our trucks and equipment, and it saves us money, because if you had this big massive warehouse that you kept everything parked in, you're gonna have to pay taxes based upon your square footage of property. Yeah. So that's a way to save yourself some money if you're trying to think outside the box. I'll show you here in a minute. We've got a lot of people stress out when they see this, or I tell them what we're doing, because it isn't under lock and key or behind a door. Well, we've actually got motion lasers that cover the entire perimeter of the property. So you might be able to get in, but you're not going to be able to get out without tripping some sort of motion sensor, and that sets off the alarm. It's got strobe lights and sirens and calls the cops. And we have I don't know how many years it's been now, and we've never had a theft. We've had multiple people jump the fence, but whenever the strobes and sirens go off, you can see them on camera. They're trying to get back across very fast. As a matter of fact, so we don't have razor wire on the fence because we ran into an issue where somebody got hung up in it. Oh. So we made it easy. You know what I mean? You screwed up by getting in. Let's just go ahead and get out and don't come back. Yeah, just leave.